What's up guys, it's Charles here with Rocket Punch Army. Just to do a little review here. Due to popular demand, I get a lot of requests to do a collection update. It's been a while since I've done that. I guess we'll start off with this guy. Just recently picked him up. The little sound kind of thing for Optimus Prime.
I am Optimus Prime.
It says a few things, I'm not going to go over all of them. Then we got the giant Mattel Voltron here. We got a couple of vinyls here. We have a Grendizer vinyl, which is pretty big. Then a smaller Mazinger Z there. Before we get to the display cases, we'll check out what's up here in these shelves. The very top, and it's kind of high, is where I have the what do you call it? The leader class Optimus Primes. The one all the way on the left is an original. The middle and the black are KO. Then I got a nice little Go Lion knockoff Blue Lion there. Then we got actual Go Lions here. We got a couple of Go Lions hanging out there. Right above is a Daitarn 3 from Clover, and then the Taiwan version up there that's been unused. Then if we move down, wow, my neck is going crazy right now. We've got some Decepticons. It's kind of hard to see because they're not lit, but they go all the way to the back. Just full of Decepticons. A lot of Voyager size there. And if we move down, we've got a lot of Deluxe here. A lot of Seekers. And it's kind of sad I can't really light up the back there for you guys, but there's a lot of figures about 4 or 5 rows down, and they're kind of hard to see. And if we move down here, we can see the G1 figures here. Alright, maybe get back there a little bit. It's a little bit easier to get to the back of these since it is like about, you know, my height here, so I don't have to stretch. Alright, there we go. It's my little G1s. Alright, and if we move over here, we start getting into more of the classics, Deluxe, and you go all the way to the back there. Just a mixture. It's not necessarily any reason why they're together. And a lot of people separate some figures for certain reasons. I really have no reason whatsoever, except the fact that they're Transformers. And take a look back there. Alright. Mix of third party and Deluxes here. And some Legends class. Alright, and up there is a lot of Voyagers. Kind of hard to reach. You know, nothing out of the ordinary up there. Now we'll get into the displays here. Just open this up. We got the Daka Toys Kronos there, which everybody either loves or hates. We have a Hasbro Prime. Got a lot of the Masterpiece cars going on there. I'm sure it's nothing new to you guys. And Bumblebee. We move down, we get to the little bit bigger size here. We get Grimlock with his platforms and Scoria. We got my custom, what do you call it, Rodimus. We got KFC's Transistor there. And iGear's twins there, the Ratchet and Ironhide figures. And we have the DX9 Invisible, which is pretty cool. And we move down. This guy took the place of KFC's Stack. I wanted to keep both out, but they take up way too much space, so I decided to keep the Masterpiece one along with the rest of the Masterpiece figures. And we'll see the G2 Sideswipe with the Doctor Wu set. You know, Silver Streak, or Streak, whatever. Tiger Track. We got the little recent releases here of the old time Brawny and Backland. And a couple of X-Transbots there. If we move down, this is a little more of a miscellaneous kind of thing here. Got a couple of Mega House figures. We have Galat back there. And then we have, forgot that guy's name. Then we have Frankie here, General Frankie, Chogoking. And then these guys here. These are Transformers, but they don't transform, but I think they kind of look, they kind of fit the shelf, I guess, right here. And then a couple of Bloatias right here. Then we'll move on to the Voltron display case here. We got the Masterpiece Voltron back there. We have Miracles Vehicle Voltron. Then we have the King of Beast right here. We also have the regular Matchbox Voltron. And just a couple of miscellaneous Voltrons from Mattel and Toynami. And some old Chogokins here. Alright, and if we move down, then this shelf gets a little, not strange, but just, again, miscellaneous Optimus Primes here. We have the MP1 back there. We have the Die Commander stack, the KFC one, which I wanted to display there. And we have the Bape Optimus Prime. We also have the KO MP10 here, the version 1. And we have the, what do you call it, the Platinum Edition Prime there. And Kids Logic Prime, which is an excellent figure. If we move down, get into a little bit of Grendizer action here. A few Grendizers right here. And then it's just a miscellaneous array of gold, red, and blue figures, which all seem to fit alright, you know, next to each other, which is why I put them there. And then my little Valkyrie section. I used to have a lot more in it, but this got way too crowded, so I had to take some out. I just store them away. I don't get rid of them. I just store them away till I get more space. And the High Metal, I love that thing right there. And then Revoltech and Toynami's version. And yeah, so a lot of cool stuff there. Now this shelf here gets really mixed with different things. It's really stuff I can't fit with anything else, so they just all go together. And some of them do go with other stuff, but they're either no space in the other shelves or whatever. I just felt like throwing a bunch of stuff in here. So you can see that. Some CMs, some Gold Lights hands, some Super Robot Chogokin, some vintage figures there. And one of the worst figures I've ever bought is that Mikanda there by CM's. Pile of crap. But it looks cool. And if we move up, just out of the blue, just some Decepticons. We got Megatron here from Kids Logic, which has an amazing finish. We got the MP10B Sound Blaster. We have Hercules back there. And we'll move up. Some more Decepticons. Got my Soundwave there with Laserbeak. Got his minions down here. The Fan Toys Quakewave, which is an excellent, excellent figure. Some Seekers. You notice Megatron's missing. I did have the Masterpiece Megatron, but since X-Transbots is releasing their version of the Megatron, I left space here for him. If we move up, we have my Mazinger Z shelf, which has the DX Chogokin back there, future Mazinger, and just an amazing array of different Mazingers, vintage to modern. And this guy seems to just want to turn wherever he wants. Alright, so we got that shelf. And then, very important when you have a kid, is to have locking display cases. Although she's never ever, my daughter's never ever tried to even open it, nor does she even touch the glass. She just points, which is cool. I guess that's what happens when you grow up around a bunch of robots. It's not a big deal. So yeah, we got a lot of the Daitarn figures here. A lot of the figures that fit into that whole kind of super robot red, yellow, and blue type thing here. We have Baldios. We have my custom painted vintage Daitarn there. So just a lot of those types of figures. Some vintage Daitarn there. Alright, and then this little guy, he's not, he's like from a kid's show, and it came with another figure with a brain. I don't even know the name of it. One of those Phineas and Ferb type things. But anyway, he came with a little figure, so I popped it out of the package before I gave it to my daughter and put that there since it fits. Alright, and if we move down, it's probably one of the most expensive shelves because the figures, these three figures back there alone were about $500 a pop. And then you got a lot of other Chogokin going on there, Ayoshimas, Super Robot Chogokin, a lot of getters here. This is pretty much my getters. And then just right there, just chilling out, only because her titties can shoot out. She really belongs with the Mazinger Z's, but you know, I just threw her in there just for the hell of it. And of the Sentinel getters, which are amazing. I love the black one, that's my favorite. And I got the regular red one there. And we'll move down. Again, another miscellaneous shelf. I do have a lot of miscellaneous shelves because you know, there's so many figures. Get this to focus here. We have the Gaogai-Gar, which is my most recent solo Chogokin purchase, and a lot of other solo Chogokins here. The Tobikages, and we also have some Tetsujins, which I love. My wife also loves Tetsujin because I guess he's round and chubby, or whatever. And we move down here, and we get the 124 scale Patlabor, the CLAT, which is like I guess like a US version of the Patlabors. But yeah, beautiful. Yamato should release, or Arcadia now should re-release those, really, honestly. I didn't get to get the regular white ones, but very beautiful figure. And some other CM's figures there, mixed in with some Chogokin spec figures. Then this shelf, which is the very bottom, all the way to the right, where it's kind of hard to see, is just figures that I've been pulling out of the cases for me to, you know, put back into storage. So, you know, you'll see a Gundam back there, which I took out of the display to make space for the model I just built, and the Drossel. And you'll see the mixture of horrible wiring I have there, which I got to fix up. So these figures aren't going to stay there. They're just there waiting to go back into their boxes. If we move up, we got my Gundam shelf, which is mostly RX 78-2s, which is my favorite Gundam. But we have those magnificent works of art back there. Those are unbelievable figures. This is the newest one I just built, the 3.0, which I started to put stickers on, but if you guys know this kit, it's a million stickers before I end up putting a nice flat coat. This is the, I think it's the 1.5 I built. I'm sorry, not this one. This one. This is the 1.5. That's a kit that I built. This is just the, not the Origin, but the other, I forgot the designation, GFFFFX, metal composite, whatever. And we move up here, we got my Scope Dogs, which I love. If you guys get into Scope Dogs, you got to be careful because they get very addicting, and there's so many different kinds of them. And of course, Dugram, which is not from the same series, but a pretty similar kind of mech design. But I love the Scope Dogs. These are the DMZs, the Takara ones. That's the Yamato 112 scale, and I think these are 118 right here. And you see Chiriko Kyuvi sitting right in there. Just amazing pieces. If we move up, this is the last of it, guys, at least for what I have on display. There's tons more in storage, but what I got on display here in my house is these guys. Got the big solo Chogokins. We got Ide on there, which I started to do a review for it, couldn't finish it, just way too much crap to review. We have Iron Gear, which is, again, excellent piece. Godmars, Daltanius, which is beautiful, and Gunbuster here, which a lot of people drool over and wish they had in their collection. I happened to come across one. Got Sigma. So all the big guys are here, even Dangard, and then I just threw this little guy in there just because the other Dangard's there. But yeah, and that's really it, guys. You know, it is a lot. I'm not going to say it's not a lot, but I'm sure a lot of you were expecting to see a little bit more, but this is just what I have in my living room, actually. So yeah, have a cool wife, lets me have this in the living room. But if you have any questions or comments on anything, guys, you know where to leave it. And until next time, bye-bye.